All right, Shalom. For the first, I'm going to pray glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash, Barakatham. The honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and to our argument across the globe, preaching the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. What's up, Diana from the great millstone campus, Chicago, with another quick hit, man. Just meditating in the spirit, man, looking at the world and what's going on, man. And it's beautiful, you know, the seeing that the prophecies coming to pass and the word of the Lord is not coming back void. On the other hand, it's frustrating because Esau Edom is in rulership, and the way he does things, it just bugged out. Man, matter of fact, let me get this real quick too. You know, I really don't be having much, man. Maybe a couple of precepts, but let me going through the spirit, man. Righteous and authority, right? Proverbs 29, Proverbs 29 and 2 said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear through, the people mourn, man. All right, and you know, we know who the wicked is. Esau Edom, he's in a power seat. He's the one making these unjust decrees, unrighteous decrees, these mandates, and these this constraint that he has upon the people, man. All right, that stranglehold that he has on the so-called American citizens, man. The people are they're screaming out, man. You know, they're complaining. You know, what's so funny is that when Donald Trump was in office, we had people talking shit about him every single day, having riots and marches and all that. When the other freaking Joe Biden get in office, he came in who said, "We ain't black if you don't vote for me." All right, he didn't came in. He didn't put you in quarantine for 2 years. He didn't. He did nothing to help stimulate the economy. All right, he even took you. He's leading you into a. He's getting ready to lead you into a third world war. All right, your gas prices are out through the roof. Your food is going to be through the roof. You see, and all the while he's putting in place the infrastructure for the MOTB. All right, so the people are going to revolt, and there's going to be a lot of uprisings. There's going to be a lot of pushback. All right, when these things finally come all together, all right, and hit the streets. All right, this is on Proverbs 11 and 23. I'm going to go down and I'm going to read part of the New Living Translation too, because it really hits hard. It says, the desire of this Proverbs 11:23, the desire of the righteous is only good, but expectation of the wicked is wrath. All right, man, with all these things going on, all these uprisings and turmoil, all right, all these threats of wars and rumors of wars, we look at it as closer to a sign for it to get delivered and to get up out of here, man. With our deliverance comes what? It comes Esau, Edom's destruction and downfall, right? He's getting ready to get to the point. It says, there is that scattereth and yet increaseth. There is that withholdeth more than is meet, but tendeth to poverty. All right, in the New Living Translation it says, give freely and become more wealthy. Be stingy and lose everything. Right, man? And Esau Edom has the ways and the means to stop homelessness, to stop hunger, to give free health care, to increase the minimum wage, to produce more products that are reliable, to put to make laws more citizen friendly, so to speak, with all these taxes that are being imposed on the people. You see, but if we spread the wealth, people will be more happier. All right, the economy will be better. People have more money to spend on other things. You see. But now you're seeing the repercussions of a nigger out at the table, man. Let's get that. Let's get that, man. It says, Sirach 14:3 says, riches are not comely for a nigger, and what should an envious man do with money, man? You see, what did he do with money? All right. unlike the brethren and the men of the Lord, if we put everything in and have everything common, man. So no man lacketh anything, man. But when Esau gets rich, he hoards it. He hoards the gold. He hoards the resources. He hoards information. You see? What does he do with his money, man? All right? But invest in weapons. He invests in assassinations and coups and overthrows of governments, man. You see? That's what he does with his money, man. All right? Instead of dispersing it, casting the bread upon waters, that it can come back to him. But what do? You cheat people on their taxes. You cheat people by all these taxes that you implement, man. You got a sugar tax, an entertainment tax, man. A forest preserve tax. You want to go walk through the forest preserves of our country, man, of this country. You see, got a bag tax. You see, all these things could be retracted. People have more money to do simple things in life, man, like not having to make a decision between gas and food, or food and bills. You see, it said, I'm reading it again, Proverbs 11:24. It says, there is that scattereth and yet increases, and there is that withholdeth more than is meat, but tendeth to poverty. There's nothing wrong with implementing a tax, so to speak. You know what I mean? All right. Now, us as Israelites, we're not going to implement taxes on each other. All right. But, you know, if you got a land, say you got some land, somebody wants to farm it, yeah, you could charge them, man. Hey, that's cool. But you go overboard with it, man. You see? You go so overboard that people are taxed to death, man. All right. It says the liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall also be water of himself. Now we use this in teaching the scriptures, right? But when you spread out the wealth and spread out the resources, all right, you got all this land here in America that's farmable, that's habitable, but you keep it for yourself. Matter of fact, let's get this. House to house. Man. This is Isaiah 5:8. It says, woe unto him that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth, man. You got all this land out here, but a majority, I forgot what number was, you know, but over half of the people live in the metropolitan and urban city areas, man. You see? But you look at Esau, Edom, you look at these rich people, man, they don't have no neighbors, man. You see? They're able to buy property where there's no neighbors, where there's no light pollution, where there's no noise. You see? But you got plenty of land where you can build housing to where people don't have to be living on the streets. You see? He's a nigger out with his money, man. I said, the liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that water shall be watered also himself. Right, man? You know, during King Solomon's reign, right? Everybody had money. You see? Everybody had the opportunity to live wealthy, to live above their means, so to speak, man. So much so that the queen, when she came, she said, even our servants are rich, man. She couldn't tell who was the king and who wasn't, man. And that's what true rulership is, man. You see? All right? There's a saying in the world, like when there's a group of men come around, when you see a group of men or whatever, you shouldn't be able to tell who the leader is. Why? Because they all look the part. They all act the part. They're all playing the part. You see? But Esau's kingdom, there's a great distinction between the rich and the poor, man. You see? But if you just spread the wealth, all right, everybody be happy, man. All right, everybody be happy to spend their money, their excess money on electronics or whatever it is that they like, man. Verse 26 is the point. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon him. But blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it, man. right? And that's what Esau doing. He withholding corn. All right, you can substitute that word for corn with food, with gas, with oil. All right, with basic needs. All right, and let's not forget that all those ships that are still sitting out at sea. All right, shipment containers, man. All right, which also causing a increase in our goods, man. You see? All right, but you people sit here and act like this is not going on because you're too ashamed, you're too proud to say you done fucked up. Even though it's all part of Yahweh Shemiah Shai's plan. All right, but you voting for somebody who don't even want to feed you, man. You voting for somebody who don't want to clothe you. You see? At least through Trump, man, he gave you an increase in link. He gave you an increase in unemployment. Gave you them stimmies. You see? Where's the economic stimulation now? We need it now more than ever, man. You see? It's gonna come to the point that that people are gonna be seeking some answers. All right, and it's gonna be blood, man. But blessing shall be upon him, upon the head of him that selleth it, man. When you give the people what they want, man, hey, it's critical about when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You see? Once we get to a righteous kingdom with the Yahweh Shemiah Shai ruling, man, hey, we're gonna have everything that we need. We're not gonna be in lack of nothing, man. And with another one to get in the pocket for. Khan. Reveling before blood, right? Slakia. This is Sirach 22 and 24. It says, as the vapor and smoke of a fire, as the vapor and smoke of a furnace goes before the fire, so reveling before blood, man. All right, you're going to see a lot of dissension, a lot of sedition, all right, a lot of violence, all right, a lot of protests, a lot of strikes, truck driver strikes, worker strikes, all right, and what? It's going to come before that, or it's going to come after that. It's going to be bloodshed. There's a hasty contention, if I can get that. There's Sirach 28:11. A hasty contention kindleth a fire, and a hasty fighting shed of blood, man. All right, and that's what's going to happen, man. You're going to see a lot of fighting, a lot of freaking back and forth. All right, and pretty soon people are going to stop talking and start shooting, man. So with that, I want to say, call halal, y'all about me outside. The bottom to the apostle, elder, great millstone. Until next time, shalom and a Bible ball.